Okay, so let's get started on the fretboard, neck, and the bridge. So let's start with the bridge. All right, so I will hide this for now, bring back the photo, go to the front, okay, and let's take a look at, there's a slight distortion here on the photo, so but this one is a straight line right here. So we'll get a cube. All right, go in X-ray mode. Let's bring the cube down here. Let's scale it along the z-axis to give it that right there. Move it. All right, maybe a little bit thinner. Okay. All right, so the thickness of this one, this is quite thin. It's about, I would say, 1/4 inch or more. Okay, so if we go to the side right here, I would say like that, a little bit thicker. Okay, right there. So let's go to the front, X-ray mode again. All right, and then we'll make it as wide as the top right there, okay? And we'll do our cuts. Again, we will just mirror this. Let's turn this off so you can see that. Apply scale, okay? Edit mode, I'm gonna do Control R right here. Okay, and we're going to cut that in half, and then we're going to mirror. Edge face mode, select everything here. X faces to delete, and we got that, right? We're going to add a mirror modifier. We'll turn on clipping for now. All right, so whatever we do on one side, the other one follows. All right. So I'm going to add some cuts right here, very specific to where it needs to be, like right there for now. And then right here to kind of curve this, we're probably going to need, well, we need one for sure at the end of that. Right there. Okay, and probably, yeah, 2 more cuts right there. So I'm going to go to vertex mode, and I'm going to start kind of moving these to kind of match that angle right there. Again, I think it's fairly, does it go up? Maybe a bit. Okay, it does. All right, so right here, let's just kind of follow that right there, around there. This one goes over there. These two are, okay, again, we're trying to kind of get the angle the same. All right, and again, on this one, kind of like when we did the body, just kind of slightly just kind of curve those. All right, so we got that kind of curving right there. This is fairly flat. This one kind of tapers, so they'll, and over here for sure. So I'm going to do a cut again right here to get a straight line. Here's the technique, because you can never get a straight line like so. What you need to do is push it all the way up, then it flattens itself, so it's a straight line, but it's still selected. So now when you bring it down, see it? All right, so at least that's a straight line right there. Actually, let's just move that for the bottom, and then I'll fix those later. So we do another cut right here, and we just want it straight, and that should be fairly straight. If not, I'll bring it down again and bring it like so. Okay, so we got that, but we got to compensate for kind of this one right here. So I'm going to press GG so it travels along the line. GG. All right. And the back one, it can stay like that. I guess it's not going to hurt. Okay, so we have that one. Then there's another one right here where we loop the strings. Kind of hard to see, but it's that darker side right there. But this one would flow a little bit more natural here with the curvature, so we don't have to kind of straighten it. Probably just this one, and that. Actually, let me get close here. It's this one and that one. Okay, let's see. We need to kind of bring them down because it does. It's a straight line and it just kind of curves right here. So it just needs to go GG. All right. Right there's. I probably should have kept that also. So undo. Let me add that one. GG. All right. Okay, so for this one right here, maybe we should have moved that same as this one. But that curvature might be what we need right there. Let's see. All right. Okay, then we just need to curve it right here. Okay, so let's take a look what that looks like in solid mode. There's the bridge, okay, and then this one, they all go kind of back like so. Okay, and this one is kind of scallop right here. So I'll do Control R, probably 3, like so. Okay, we go to the top, number 7, and I gotta move all these points or lines. So I'm just gonna grab all of them. Oh, careful. Okay, push this back, like so. Then just grab the one in the middle. All right, so that gave it that scallop look. All right, and let's see here. Solid mode. Oh yeah, we definitely are way too thick. So let's grab the back and then push this probably around there. And I think that will do. Okay, so let's go back here. X-ray again. We're gonna need to select faces. This needs to be extruded. And oh, I'm in. Let me go here. But I just want to make sure I select both of those because those are the ends. All right, so and we're gonna press E to extrude. How deep? It's quite a ways actually. Right there. But for this one right here, I think it slightly goes forward a bit. It's like slanted a little bit and a little bit high like that. All right, let's see what happens now that we apply subdivision surface to this. It's going to collapse for sure. It's not going to be too happy with the lack of geometry, but there it is. Okay, so now we got to reinforce those. One way to do it is to select the edge and then increase the mean crease. Let's do that. Okay, for sure those. Let's get rid of our hide our guide for now. That one for sure, and that. Okay, and let's see it, mean crease. I don't like that it's, let's see, if we increase our level of detail right here. Well, that might actually work. All right, let me try, let's say, if I decrease that and I actually put real geometry here. So right here I'm gonna, well, I do like that it's curving because that's what it looks like in the photo. Let's see, if I do Control R right here, it's probably more accurate right there. Okay. I'm going to add another line right here and over here and over here. All right, that looks good. At the top and bottom, all right, then one here. We're basically sharpening the corners right here by adding geometry, because subdivision surface will find the edge and then do a rounding, which it's like a bevel if you don't have the geometry. Kind of like if you I can show you here real quick. If I have a cube that's just 6 sides, when I apply a subdivision surface it becomes a ball. Okay, but if I add a cut right here, this is basically what we're doing. Okay, all right, we'll get a marshmallow. All right, see, when I reinforce those corners, see how the ball is gone. If I add one here, it'll definitely kind of confirm that one, and here at the top. So basically what we're doing is we still want that rounded kind of soft look, but we're just adding the geometry. Okay, so let's go back to this. All right, here for sure at the top. Well, I need a line in there and another line. So right here, and you don't want it all the way across the line like so. You want it close to it, but you don't want it on top. All right. And that goes all the way around because it's a loop cut. And I think that did it. Maybe I need to just go to the top right here real quick and go to point mode. Maybe select all these points minus those. Let's see, yeah, and then minus this, so shift click them, and maybe this needs to go back a bit, so taper that a little bit more, like so, and then same thing with this, so with these lines. Minus those. Let me zoom in. Okay. Because when I did that with the, so I need to kind of curve it. There we go. So it's like scallop going this way. Okay, that looks good, I think. Yeah. However, here I think those points needs to go up. It's not the slopey as this one is. So let's turn off subdivision surface real quick. I think those three needs to go up a little bit, like so. And then this one I'll move it down so it's the same kind of distance right there. And this one for sure needs reinforcement inside, close to this. So when we turn this thing on, it's a little bit more rigid in look, right? And maybe another line right here. Okay, for this one here for sure, we're gonna do Control R inside. I'll bring that out a little bit right there to kind of keep its shape a little bit. It'll have a little bit more a roundness to it and some rigidity. Okay, and I think that's good right there. And let me just try something. I'm going to select all this lines. Let me see if I increase this, if I get that. It's probably too, I see some artifacting right there. I'm not too happy with that, so let's lower that. Maybe add another Control R. Let me just see this, because it's quite rigid on the all right, okay, I like that one. Same thing here. All right, okay, the bridge is done. All right, yeah, so let's go and kind of combine it with our guitar right here, and let's bring that out. There it is. Let's turn on wireframe so I could see the when it actually disappears. All right, now it's just barely in there. If I go to the side viewport. All right, so it's resting on top. Okay, let's just give that just a color right here. So when we dark brown. Okay, and no shininess, it's quite dull. Just so that, you know, we get some contrast. And all right, this one, it's like maple top. Make it darker. All right, so that we see some contrast in there. Okay. Now I know what's missing. It's this line right here. This is pronounced. I'm gonna press /. That's what's bothering me right here. It's this one. You see this cut. It's quite rigid, so I'm just gonna do Control R. Okay, and then GG. Then another one on this side. Then GG, move it back. All right, let's see what that looks like. All right, there it is. Okay, that's what's bothering me, because like I can't see it. Okay, and then it kind of curls right there. There's a break in there too. All right, now it looks like a bridge. Okay, save. Two. All right, now let's work on the fretboard. We need the guide, we need everything. Okay. What happened to it? Oh yeah, /. Okay, we're gonna go X-ray mode. All right, so we're gonna use a plane for this one, okay? And it will Probably need 1, 2, 3, yeah, cuts right there. So, but we're just going to use a plane, and the plane is usually sleeping on the floor. So RX90, bring it up. Okay, we're going to mirror this for sure. So I'm going to go to point mode, select this two right here. I'm going to hold down control while I drag this to the right. It'll snap perfectly in the center of the world right there. And then when I apply a mirror along the X, clipping on, then I can just, you know, move this, but I'll move it right here. I do want the pivot point to be right there. Drag the bottom one right here. And of course this one, we're just going to follow the bottom. It tapers to the top. Select those two. I'll go all the way to the nut right there. So I'm thinking if I should, yeah, probably where the bottom of the nut is. Then grab this one. Okay, so that's the curves a little bit, but we'll leave it alone for now. By a hair right there. Okay, so that's the fretboards. You can see it's not equal. It's a little bit more here because there's distortion in the photo. Okay, if we go to the side right here, it is slightly just above the body. Okay, probably something like that. And if we give this solidify, even thickness. All right, right there. So there's the fretboard, and this fretboard also, the body is flat, and that's flat all the way, assuming you didn't have any truss rod issues. Yeah, it should just be kind of straight. And fretboard is done. The frets, we will add those later. They're all the same. It's just the distancing, and then the inlay, the pearl inlay. Maybe we could just use the texture, or actually just make those in there, or just the texture. Right? We can find a fretboard with those pearl inlays already built in. Then they're just textures. The nut on top, we can create that really easily. Okay, and now let's concern ourselves with the body. Okay, so it's all, I mean the neck, sorry. Okay, so we can keep extending the fretboard solidify, but I think we are absolutely fine here. We could apply the in object mode, we could apply the mirror, well, not the mirror, but the solidify. Okay, and turn this off. Okay, so we can go with that one, then we can start kind of building the neck. All right, so if you look online for Pixar Coco Cordoba guitar, I don't know if there's a side photo, at least not on their website. The back for sure we could see it, but I don't know if I've seen a side one, so we could actually get that neck profile. But I think it's a C profile neck side. I mean, I do have it. It would be better if we have a photo of it, so we can just kind of trace it. Side profile. I mean, it's fairly easy. It's not the headstock is probably the one that's going to be a little bit more challenging. All right, so I'll just kind of base it on what I see here, and then we can move on with it. Okay. Well, yeah, let's do the headstock. Okay, so select this front, X-ray mode. All right, and we're gonna continue from there with this face selection right there, and we're gonna start and where the nut is, the nut's gonna be on top of the headstock. So I'm gonna press extrude, move this all the way up right there. Okay, and kind of cool. That needs to be angled, but we'll do the angling later. Okay, we might need to reapply a new solidify on that or manipulate something, but it's angled. I would say it's I don't know, the not a luthier. I would say 25 degrees. So if you know your degree right there, you can. I'm just gonna kind of guess it, but right here, since we're going to rotate it, I'm gonna go a little bit longer, and then because this photo is it's not flat on the headstock. Okay. All right, here we can add a cut right here. So I'm gonna go Control R. Actually, we're gonna need multiple cuts on this one. Since we are going to profile the C shape, so maybe 2 Control R right there, which is good. Okay, and then I can start changing the sign on top right here to kind of follow that. So well, let me follow the photo first, and we can just move it up after. All right. Okay, and then we are going to move that slightly on top because to compensate for that angle. Then right here, we're having that kind of issue right here. So we're going to, actually, let me click undo. I want to do a Control R while it's flat right here. Go all the way there, and then move it up. So then I can get this kind of angle right here. I'm going to do Control R again. Right there. Then I can select both of those. Slightly move that up. Okay, now I can do 2 Control R's right here. Okay, and here, let's kind of make this flat, so I'm just going to do 1 and try to bring it there as flat as I could. 1 right here, so SZ0. So I have them flat. Another 1 right here. And another 1 right here. Oh, undo. Control R, drag it all the way to the straight line, bring it back up. All right, then we can start kind of forming the headstock right here. All right, okay, that's the headstock, and it's fairly flat until you get to the bottom where it has this kind of U-shape thingamajig, which we will do right now. Okay, so it's about twice the thickness of the what do you call this? The fretboard. Okay. All right. So we're gonna separate the fretboard now. So we're gonna have our 2 objects. All right, so first is that we're going to separate this all the way till I think where the nut is. Okay, so let's see. All right, up to here, so I'm gonna mark it right there with a selection. All right, so we need this. Let's go with our select circle. Actually, let me just do the top, then I'll increase my selection. Control plus. And if I can only remember where to, yep, one more for the fretboard. Okay, right there. Okay, I'm gonna press P, separate selection. So this is a new object. Go to object mode, okay. And this just simply needs to go, the pivot point, fortunately, is right here. We're gonna leave it right there because it's at the center of the world, okay. So we just want it to, so that would be a G, Y, and then we go like this. Oh, my mistake, okay. Not separated. Duplicate it, okay. So first duplicate it, my bad, GY. Okay, because we want to keep that fretboard and leave the thickness right here. Then what we need to do here is delete this, okay? And then we gotta make sure, of course, there's no face in the center right there. We're gonna close this one. So press F, shift click this one, F, shift click, F right here. All right, so our fretboard now is independent of that one. And just to kind of isolate it, let's kind of check real quick. Let's turn off mirror, right? And let me get rid of the face that was generated in the center when we did solidify. All right, because we don't need that since it's mirrored. It'll be complete. Like that one should be solid. Okay, so the back we need to move a little bit. So I'm gonna go X-ray, select all the points from the top so that I can select the back right there. It's almost 2.5 the thickness of the fretboard with the headstock. Maybe that's way too thick. Maybe like that. Maybe we need to make our fretboard a little less thicker, okay? And now we do, we bend the, you rotate the neck, the headstock, okay? But before we do that, let's kind of round the neck right here. Well, I think we can rotate that up to the headstock. I mean up to the nut. So I'm going to select all of these, okay? And that's the front. So we now rotate it. I did say about 20 degrees. Something like that. All right, so I'm just trying to kind of get that angle to be the same. All right, that looks good. Now at the back of this, by the nut, it has this round profile that we can do right here. So let's go to the back. So I make sure I'm going to select one so that I know which one is which. Okay, so here it kind of goes down like so, like a U shape. like really nice woodwork on that one. And of course that one goes up a little bit, to the back. Okay, so it has this really nice kind of C-shape profile. Let's take a look. Okay, kind of like so, and it protrudes, it scallops. So let me kind of do that right now. So this one goes forward a bit. Okay, and the next one kind of follows. And this one follows. So it has that scalloping right here. It's actually the opposite. This goes in. Oops. Select those. Kind of push those out a little bit. Okay. Then this one has a nice scallop shape right here. So it curves here and curve right there. And okay, that kind of works. And then later on I'm going to do a Control I right here and then scallop it some more once we get our profile here. Okay, all right, that's good. And then now for the C shape of the bottom of the neck. So we oops, sorry, we take this point and this one and the one at the very bottom right there. You push that like so. This one goes back. It's just like slightly, maybe I pushed that a little too much. Okay. Okay, so it has this actually that one goes out. It goes back in. So I have it reversed. This one goes farther out some more, so the scallop on this one. Okay, something like that. Then this one goes in like so. All right, and then this one goes out kind of like so right there. Let me click that point that was left behind there. All right, so now I can grab this point this edge GY, kind of move it here, and this one also GY, so that when I go to the side I could see them. So this one GY, move it like so. This one also GY, and kind of just rounding that, or that profile of that neck right there. And this one, this point went too much, so All right, kind of like that. And let's try and kind of fix this so that it also follows the slight curvature of the profile right there. And this one goes up a little bit. Same thing with that. All right, but I think all of this right here and the one at the very bottom, since it's a rounder shape, that goes down a little bit. So that gives us that C profile or a D profile neck. All right, I know it's a lot to kind of, since we don't have the guide, but here you can kind of visualize it. What I kind of did for that one, maybe push that in just a little bit. Okay, and yeah, that's it for that one. And then where it connects to the body, there is, it's going to be on the 12th fret. There'll be a cut, and then it's the neck is connected to the body. All right, so let's bring out the body. Okay, right here, and where's the 12th fret? Right there. Okay, let me go X-ray. Right here, so we're gonna need a Control R. Cut, bring it all the way down here so it's flat. Bring it back up, and it's slightly before the actually that's a mistake. Undo, because it ruins my taper. Okay, so I'm just going to do a Control R right here, and then 12th fret, it's slightly it's the fret before, let's see, 12, it's 13th fret. It's this one right here. Okay, so once we have that cut, then we can extrude this part right here. It starts to taper. Okay, it has an extrusion right here. So let's see, it tapers. Okay, so the whole thing is extruded for now. Okay, let's turn up solid mode. Go right here, up to there. Okay, and we'll extrude it up to the length of the body. So we need to bring the body. Okay, like right there. All right, let me just bring the guitar closer to me. All right, so right there, and it's flat on its okay, then we'll cut it actually right here. Control R. Right where the body is kind of connected. Okay, then we don't need any parts kind of below that. Let's delete those. Fretboard, do we see this one? Past the, no, so none of this is shown actually. Okay, and then this one, let's just kind of connect the edge to edge and then fill in the faces. We could have just moved the points, but I just want to make sure that that's where the body is. Okay. All right, right there. And now this thing needs to be manipulated so it's flat to the body. Okay. Let's turn off our guide for now. And this thing needs to be flat, so I'm going to select it. All right, so we're going to scale it along the y-axis, SY0. It's not flat for sure, but it's flush there. Okay, and then it is scaled. Since we have clipping on, I'll just use the selection right there. Then we can bring it in. SX. All right. Kind of like that. Okay, and then we grab all these points. We bring it down. With one of these kind of curving like so. Let me select both so it's equal. Same thing with those. All right, and then it's a lot of cut right here. So let's do the first cut. We go to the side. This all starts to kind of curve. It looks a little straight here, kind of like so. All right, that looks good. And we just need to add the other cut. So here, maybe right there. All right, and then over here. One more. All right. And I think that should do it. Okay, did I mess this up? Yep, I moved those, I knew it. Should have just been just grabbing SZ0. Yeah, should have been just grabbing the points on top. So just going to try to eyeball that as perfect as I could, then select the whole thing, SZ0, so they're all flat. All right, let's take a look. Shade smooth, add our subdivision surface. I see there's issues right here. Oh, it's not connected. Yeah, because when I did all those cuts, oh, for some reason this was not okay, that's which one do we follow though? All right, it has to be this because that was the original. Okay, so I'll just need to match. This one's easy, so Control R. Is that all right? So this two, GG, it's gonna match them. Actually way off on what I made. All right, and then we just go one, select this last, M, merge at last, and then do Shift R, repeat the last command, as long as you select the last one right here. Actually, there's a point right there, so I'm just gonna, oh, it's from the other one, never mind. M, Shift R. All right. Okay, so it's all kind of done right here. However, we need to kind of make it rigid, so we need Control R right here. Really close. GG, move it back. All right, so that did that. We need one right here that connects to the body. So that needs to go flat like so. Then it goes up just a hair. Okay. Here, that connects to the fretboard. Okay, it will go all the way. That will fix a lot of the issue right there. All right, so Control R all the way to the fretboard. GG. Oh, didn't want to. Let's see. GG. All right, right there. Really close. All right, let's see where else. Okay, right here. Maybe not yet. Maybe just one in the center. Right there. Select the faces here. Okay, and then press I for inset polygon. Okay, and then of course it generated one in the center, so simply let's turn off subdivision surface first, and then just simply delete this excess here because I have clipping on, because it framed it all the way around faces, and then select just this edge. We have clipping here. All I have to do is slide it to the right. It'll fuse itself. Okay, right there. Cool. What else? Just want to make sure nothing looks too weird with a cut. This one for sure needs to go in a little bit. Okay, just kind of curving it like that. And let's see right here. Because it didn't go all the way here. Okay, we just need it there, so I'm going to click undo on that one. We just need to double this line. So I'm going to select it all the way. Okay, and then let's see if we can bevel. There we go. Just a slight bevel. All right, I think that worked. We could probably there we go. And right here, this needs to be kind of like rounded like that. Actually, undo. Only this one right here. And maybe that. Let's see. No, only those. Needs to kind of go. No, it was correct. Right here. Okay. the shape. This needs to be, let's bring out our guide. Front. X-ray. All right, so that's sharp right there. So we got to do a Control R here. Oh, I push it too much. Let me click and do. Okay, right there. All right, then it needs one more here. Let's go to the top. Okay. All right, let's see. This might ruin it. Let's see. Look good right there. Went all the way around. My concern is oh, it's not too bad. There's this two lines right here. That's, yeah, I need to redirect those lines. So I'm going to turn off the subdivision surface right here. I need to route it out here. I don't need this going all the way here. So let me select that one and then dissolve, and I'll click this all the way down and dissolve. Oh, it still selects it. Oh yeah, because it went all the way around. Let me go all the way. Let me click it all the way so I can see which one. Yeah, I don't need it right here. I just need it up to there. So let me just unselect it, dissolve it here, so that when I select this, it just selects what I need to get rid of. All right, I'm gonna go back to the top. Let's do the knife tool, K. And I need it like so. Enter, K. We lost the quad. That's fine, we could probably go one without it. Okay, there you go. That looks even cleaner. We got all the shape we need, except the top. Right here, I don't want to add another line, but it looks like we have to. Let's see if we can just crease the edge here. Oh, it tapered there. I didn't know that. But it looks fine. Okay, mean crease. Maybe that's needed. Does it look right? Looks kind of, I don't know. Let me just add the line. Okay, did it ruin anything? Yeah, made it too sharp right there because the scalloping is ended right here because we didn't have a, let's see. All right. No, it's not enough. So knowing that now, let me get rid of those. All right, and right here definitely we need to undo that one. Probably accept the I need to do another inset right here so we can scallop it here. Turn off clipping. One more. All right, let's press I. Okay, undo that. See, I do not like that pinch, so maybe I can just get rid of that line right here. Okay. Oh yeah, for sure, this one. All right. Okay, that gives it a smoother one. And on this one, looks like not much choice right here. I wonder what this will. Okay, that one was needed. Yeah, let's just put a sharp one on this one. Main crease. Let's mark that as a sharp also, so we know. All right, there's that. Let's check the bottom. Okay, I added that one so it doesn't look like it's stretching too much. We could actually okay, gives it a better curve. Okay, let's now take a look at everything. And real-time modeling, this reality of things, takes a while. All right, there it is. Looks good. Nah, I don't know. That needs to go out a little bit. I think it's a little too much. Let me see. My OCD is not letting me. I think we can go like this, slightly less. All right, I like that a lot. All right. And next will be all hardware. Okay, tuning knobs, the nut, frets, and the nylon strings.